Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you Minikube installation. So we have different type of installations to set up the cluster. So Minikube, using Minikube we can set up the cluster, and CubeADM, COPS, okay, EKS. There are different ways to set up the cluster. So in this case I am showing the Minikube installation. So we just need kubectl. It is a client to set up the cluster. Okay, let me install. Okay, Minikube is a tool that lets you run Kubernetes locally. So it will come only one master, and it will come automatically node, so we don't get like one master nodes, different node, like two nodes. So it is only, it comes on master, it will run on node also. So to run the basic commands, so Minikube we can use. So Minikube run on single node cluster on your local, on your personal computer, like Windows. Also you can install Mac or Linux. Okay, so that you can try out the Kubernetes for daily deployment development work. Okay, so let me connect. I just created the T2 medium or T2 small, also fine. I just created the VM and I allowed all the ports. Okay, let me connect the server. I take a public IP and let me log into the server. If an easy to, this is my username. Let me select my PEM file. So I just, let me switch into root user. So once you have log into the server, you just need to install the kubectl. Okay, kubectl you need to install kubectl. So kubectl you need to install kubectl as a client. I need to create a cluster. Okay, this is the latest version of kubectl. Okay, kubectl 1.20 and 1.19, like that. Okay, so this is the old version. Let me take it as a this version, Linux, right? So let me copy this one. So let me copy this and kubectl, and I'm creating the directory to config file. Okay, and setting up the path. So let me run all these commands. I'm setting the path, I'm exporting the pin path, and I'm exporting path -rc, and restarted that one. And if you check now kubectl version, and you will able to get that one. So once kubectl done, you need to install the Docker. Okay, yum install. To run the pod, to run the containers, you need a Docker. So I just need to install Docker -100. The second step is install Docker and service the Docker. Start the Docker. For that one, service Docker status. If you check now, it should be dead. You need to start that one. If you check now, it should be running. Now you have to install Minikube setup. These are the commands. Okay, I will provide you these commands in the description. So now you just need to provide all these commands. It will take some time to set up the Minikube cluster. So Minikube started and Minikube version, this is the version. If it is a small application and I want to practice that the Kubernetes, so it is Minikube is sufficient to work that one. So whatever the commands it is supported for kubeadm, so basic commands, so it will also you will get it all the information. Generating certificates and keep booting up your control plane. See, now done. Kubectl now is configured Minikube cluster and default namespace by default. Okay, now if you check kubectl get nodes, okay, sorry, kubectl get nodes, see, one master node is ready. Okay, it is showing one node, so you can see the kubectl get pods. Currently we didn't deploy any pods and deployments. Okay, there is no deployment, but we have one service. Okay, that service should be available, but default cluster service. Okay, with port 443. Okay, let me create a deployment, and we'll see. We'll deploy that one and we'll try to access that one. Kubernetes deployment. Let me take a small deployment using Nginx app. Let me deploy this one. So VA Nginx deployment. So we can run this using YAML files or directly kubectl commands also. But YAML files it is good. And so this is the API version apps.v1 and kind is deployment. Here the kind is like a deployment pod or replication set, replication controller, and metadata means it's a name of the your deployment, and the label is Nginx, and spec here replicas 3, so it is 3 pods can run, and selector match labels is Nginx template. Okay, the Nginx, and this is the pod specific information. Okay, here container I'm running Nginx container. Okay, the container port is 80. So let me save this one, and let me create that one. Kubectl create or apply, anything is fine. Kubectl apply -f file like Nginx deployment. Now deployment is running created. If you want to check kubectl get deployment or deploy, anything is fine. So one pod is running. Okay, I mean once your deployment is ready, right, you will able to see the pods. Okay, see 3 pods are running. Now pods we can't access to the external source, so you need to create the services. So pods we can access within the cluster only. If you want to access the outside the cluster from the browser, like, you need to create a service. Okay, let me create a service, Kubernetes service. So using node port I am running this one, means I am deploying the service. Okay, we have service type is like node port, load balancer, and different things is there. So let me go to this one, and so whatever the name, you just need to provide the same name. Okay, here metadata is name is Nginx service, and the node port Okay, and the name is Nginx. Okay, sorry. See, the service type is service, Nginx service, and the port is Nginx, and just you need to change the node port. Okay, this is the node port and target port, and to access this one, this is the port. You just need to by default convince Kubernetes control plane will allocate the port number in this range. Okay, so just Nginx, Nginx node port service. Okay, that's all. So I just need to create a service kubectl, sorry, vi nginx service dot yml. Kubectl create or apply anything is fine. Hyphen f nginx service dot yml. Okay, now service is created. If you want to check kubectl get services, sorry, see, service is running nginx service. So now using this port 3307 you can able to check. Okay, take the IP of the server, take the server, and you just need to open that port 3307. You will be able to access the Nginx. Copy the public IP. Node port is 3007. See, Nginx is up and running. So like this, you can access that. Okay, let me show you. Def compare. Let me show you the difference deployment one and service one. Cat Nginx deployment.yaml. Cat deployment.service. Sorry, Nginx. See the API version and API version. So every YAML file Kubernetes cluster, there is a standard like API version and kind. Here the deployment. Okay, here the service. Okay, if you have pod, you can give the pod and metadata. So metadata about your service name, like your name of the pod and labels. So here this labels need to match with your selector one, like so whatever the labels you have, right, like match label, sorry, here. So this match label with need to match with selector one. Okay, so nginx, and so I just need to three replicas, means three pods need to be running, and template it have the label information. Okay, and spec, this is the pod information like container. Okay, and this is the cluster container port. Okay, and here also the ports should be specific to the service. So you have node port and container port. So when you hit the node port, it should be redirected to the container port. Okay, and this is the node port. Okay, when you access, you just need to open this port. I already opened the port, so that's why you're able to see the response from the browser. Okay, this is the port which is node having, and target port, it is the port like a container and container one. Okay, and if you want to check the logs of the pod, you just need to give like kubectl get pods, you will get the pods. Okay, kubectl get pods. If you need IP also, hyphen wide, so you will get the IP address also. And if you want to check the logs, kubectl logs and the pod name. Sorry, kubectl logs pod name. kubectl logs kubectl log why it is not coming. Let me show you. I'll show you some basic commands. So if you want to describe the pod, like so kubectl, I'll show you why the logs is not working. kubectl get pods. kubectl, if you need the container information, anything like kubectl describe and pod name. Okay, and if you want to see the details, okay, kubectl describe pod name. So this is the name of the pod, and the container is nginx. Okay, contain, this is the container id, this is the image name, image id, and the port name, conditions and volumes. Okay, and if you want to go to inside the pod, okay, you just need to give, however, you will give docker exec, same like kubectl exec hyphen I hyphen it, and the pod name hyphen bash. Now you are inside the pod, so you will get all the information. Okay, all the files inside the pod. Okay, if you want to expose this, we have seen like kubectl deploy, kubectl get pods. If you want to delete, you can use kubectl delete and pod. Okay, um, so exec to connect the pod, to delete the pod, delete pod. Okay, deployment and pod name. Okay, to connect kubectl, you can give like pod name. So our pod name is like, we already connected. If you want to connect inside the container, you just need to provide the container name. To describe the pod, describe command. Okay, to execute the pod and exec commands on pod. Okay, syntax is this one: kubectl exec pod name and container to execute. Okay, kubectl exec node and print environment. So kubectl exec nginx print env. Sorry, say that one. kubectl exec nginx print env. So exec hyphen id, like pod name. Sorry, pod name you need to give. This is not the correct command. We'll check. So get into the pod terminal and you just need to give kubectl exec id pod name and bash. We have seen this one. And to get that kubectl node app logs, okay, get the logs from pod kubectl logs and pod name. Right, same thing. Logs kubectl logs pod name kubectl logs pod name. This is the pod name. Why logs are not getting? Need to check. Logs node app. It should be print the logs, but not sure why it is not getting. Mm, kubectl log. kubectl hyphen help. If you want to set kubectl config, the config modify the configuration file version. If you want to check kubectl version, kubectl version. So this is the version client version and plugin. Let me check basic things. We have seen create and expose, run, explain, get, edit, print the logs. Okay, print the logs of the container inside the pod and exec. So if you give that, so if you want to know the deployment of the cluster, so what are the fields like? You just need to know. Okay, you just need to give kubectl explain deployment. Okay, second. So you will get the version uh, and the kind is deployment. So I have given version app hyphen version, right? So that's why I gave here the for deployment the version is this one and fields. Um, so these are the fields: API version, kind, and metadata spec. Okay, these are the mandatory fields. Same if you want to know the service service, so you just need to give kubectl explain service. So here kind is service, the version is v1, that's why I mentioned the version. Okay, and the fields is API version, kind, metadata spec. Okay, this is common, kind, metadata spec. These are the common for every pod. Okay, and if you want to know the pod version, just need to give pod So pod version is v1. Okay, like this. So to work on local environment and Kubernetes, like basic development, you just need to, it will sufficient to work on Minikube. Okay, that's all about in this session. Thanks for watching.